Okay, and then also, add some of those beneficial, attracting, flowering plants. Something that will provide nectar or pollen or seeds. So you want small, shallow flowers that'll attract those smaller bees and those hover flies I was talking about and those little wasps. Larger, deeper flowers tend to attract, larger bumblebees, butterflies. Avoid flowers that have doubles because they're too hard for the insects to get in there to get the nectar source out. Obviously, don't select those seed-free or pollen-free like sunflowers because they won't have any benefit for these little pollinators. And plan for a nice long season of blooming because the beneficials are around from early spring through fall. And it's a lot cheaper just to put some flowers out than buying those ladybugs off the catalogs, which once you get them into your yard, they're going to just leave. They're not going to stay where they're thirsty, they're hungry, they're out of there. So, it's much easier just to plant some stuff and have them come in on their own than to go out and buy them. Okay, here's a couple of beneficial, friendly plants here, some perennials. Coreopsis is a very, good old standby. There's several kinds out there. Grandiflora has wider leaves. It's very pretty, yellow. Verticillata has the really thin, narrow leaves. They bloom in the summer. They're a good seed source for goldfinches. They love the seeds. They're great for sunny, average soils, and they're great for pollen and nectar sources. Even just dianthus, these are very common perennials, but they're very good nectar source for hummingbirds. They're good seed source for various birds. A lot of the smaller pollinators like them. They're small. They're 6 inches to 2 feet tall, and you can get different ones that'll bloom from early in the season through the summer. And again, they're not very fussy. Full drain, full sun, well-drained soil is about all they need. There's cone flowers. These are gaining in popularity. These are really good, again, pollen and nectar sources for your pollinators. Swallowtails love them. Bumblebees love them. Oftentimes they're so enthralled with getting pollen out that they'll fall asleep there. And the sun will go down, and then now they can't fly anymore, so you can go out and pet your little bumblebee, and they'll put a leg up, and they can't fly till the next morning because they've been so engrossed. So it's a very good, rugged, native plant. And goldfinches, again, will come to that and get extremely engrossed in eating the seeds there. And perennial sunflowers. There are beautiful varieties out there of perennial sunflowers. One of my favorites is the Maximilian sunflowers. They get near about 10 feet tall, and they don't even start blooming till October. They're just amazing. But there are willow-leafed ones, swamp sunflowers if you have a wet situation. But again, these are good for late-season pollen, nectar, and seeds. And the sunflowers like full sun, average soil. Okay, cosmos are great, especially if you have a big space. You could put a big, giant area of cosmos. They bloom all summer long. Bipinnatus are the white, magenta, red colors. Sulphureus are the orange, yellow, gold colors. They're both good for pollen and nectar, especially for the smaller pollinators. They really, really like the cosmos. And again, the seeds are good for the birds as well. They both like full sun. They both like dry soil.